Thanks for coming, and well, you know, Celso has been here. He had to wait from the other workshop to this workshop.
I'm here especially for this.
Look at it.
All this time I'm here waiting. I was in the door there waiting for this.
Este hombre, Walter, has to be in a hut for 15 days there.
14
yes. Of quarantine. Then now he comes here to Malaga. So we are happy he survived this period there, but there is no way they take us away from music. Wow. This is what it is. This is what we were talking about. This is love for music. And this moves you along. You just need to let it flow. Then you go with something out of this door that you did not have when you came in. And that is
valuable. This is like...
And this thing here, that is my payment when you improve, like how relaxed I saw your hand, the movement was. Because postural stuff and this kind of meticulous analysis, if you get into this thing, this is such an interesting thing, and it's all about the control you have over the thing to accept it so that you don't feel overwhelmed. but in control of the thing. 3, 4, E. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, E. Dale. Vamos a. Vamos a hacer velocidad pero limpio. A ver, vamos a hacer. Fijamos. More power y los dos dedos, esto, una fuerza ahí que tiene que sonar. Porque tiene que ser. Bien. Entramos en uno. 1, 2, 3, 4, E. Vamos ahí. E. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ahora al revés. 2, 3, 4, E. Perdón, 3. 1, 2, 3. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Eso, pero al tiempo. Vamos a ir otra vez. Entonces, vamos a hacer en un tono primero para ver la rítmica. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cuéntalo ahí. 1, 2. Sería 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, perdón, 1, 2, 3, 4, ponemos 3 notas más, ¿cuántas quedarían? Ahí. Si ponemos 3 de 6. 9. Entonces ahora a ver, ponemos por ejemplo. Esto no entiendo. Put me the tonterías. He never said that. Lo metemos en el triángulo, ese mejor. Ok. Me parece que este se va a otro lado totalmente. ¿Verdad? Esta es la... And now, over which foot you are putting more weight. That's
The right.
the right. So you see, now you notice it. And also maybe leaning towards some point with the shoulders or any weight that can translate in tension. Because to eliminate the tension, we need to first notice how we are seated here. Then, to eliminate the problem of the middle having to carry these two guys, because they are attached by a tendon inside. And then the index has another tendon with the thumb, so therefore the problem is the middle finger. To explain that, we will see how Paco created this division between the two fingers middle index together with this shape and having separation here. Whenever we do this exercise, for example, in the left hand, we do not with cup hand, but with the flat hand. If you put the back of the guitar like this, you can do it. But here we have extension. In the left hand, we have extension without tension. Therefore, hands should be totally straight, not cup or anything, because if we have like this or like this, and this is another kind of movement, we have first this one, and then we try to stretch it. Then we have these two, and then also we do like this, 1, 2, 3, this. Then we go, no, now you are doing this shape. With the left hand we go 1, 2, 3, right? And then without tension. Now we will notice in this here, for instance, there is a difficulty. Why? Because the ring finger, anular in Spanish means nil, is attached to the middle. To take away this disadvantage, in the left hand we want to have extension. However, if we place the hand just like this, like if you're on a table, and now if you relax totally, like dropping the hand really here, you will notice that there is no tension in the hand. Then, if you try to gently open here while you have relaxed the hand there, at the maximum you can get. Show me what is the maximum without breaking the fingers. That much, you see? So if you notice there is more here than as soon as we lift the hand, the tension goes in. So then we have to have for relaxation, because tension translates in no stretched, and it also will translate on the right hand in the middle finger carrying these two guys. Experiment, which will be that we place ring finger on the fourth string and pinky finger on the fifth. So we place those two there, we do not need to pressure or put tension there. And then index and middle on the third. Then now we want to see this separation here. If the pinky finger is separated from there, even no problem. For instance, we could even put this here in the bridge and the inside the bridge, and then and the ring finger in the fourth string. So ring finger for the string, pardon, ring in the fifth. So this is here, because we want to have only one string of gap there because of the size. Some people will start arguing, yeah, the middle is longer than the index, and that's the problem. No, that's not the problem. The problem is that this one is attached to the ring finger. That's what Paco said. So then therefore, this thing here, we place ring finger fourth, pinky finger fifth, and index and middle over the third string. Then now we observe this separation with the hand and feel it. Then if we are feeling it really, but put the guitar totally straight, then now we can take off with the closed eyes, we try to take off the hand from there, we draw, and then again place it in the place just by feeling it. Actually, let's do one thing one thing easier. First, just launch. Once we have the pinky finger on the fifth and ring finger on the fourth, then we try to launch just the index. So here we are exaggerating the movement like this because there is no need to do that. It actually should be just this kind of apoyado, very short thing. Down. So then now we have just the index, and we feel, now we need to feel what these two are doing. We may feel totally no intervention of these other two fingers in here. Now, if we launch just the middle and observe now that the business should be to separate these two, index middle from ring finger and pinky finger, so that the index is not affected. Therefore, it's also, well, of course, unadvisable to do this. So we keep these two together like Paco, and now we need to feel what is the difference when we do index and middle. Because in piano, you can play 10 notes with 10 fingers, but here you have 2 fingers. Actually, you need 4 fingers here, because you need one from the left and one from the right for each note, and in piccolo you play just with 2 fingers. In piano you play with 10 fingers. This is specific thing, meaning of course you have to have equal middle and index, and we don't have it equal. Therefore the piccolo is not like what Paco played there. because that is even. How it is even? Because this is separated. The middle finger is not being messed up by having to carry these two guys around. Because we have not probably even been aware of this situation. First, we need to be aware with a similar thing of Feldenkrais system. That is this. Just first, with the eyes open, first gradient, place the fingers. Two fingers here, and the pinky finger should be on the fifth, and ring finger on the fourth. And these two here. So now we feel how these two can separate from this, just physically also. With the mind, we put these two apart. Now, there should be no, we'll notice that the more we have the hand towards the, closer to the top, then it will be easier to play relaxed, in a relaxed way, this kind of apoyado. Or even that, or pushing down and releasing, which is also good to do. So now, if we very slowly throw one finger and another, then we will feel the difference on the hand, on the action, if we have it separated there. But that is also okay, but it's probably too much of the ring finger. So because when we will try to play this hand faster, the more we go faster, then the ring finger and the pinky finger try to enter. And obviously we don't have same power in both fingers because of this difference. There will be a gap unless we eliminate this aspect of tension here. And now it should sound equal and feel equal. Does it feel equal? Now the hand is resting, this part of the palm resting on the top. That's okay. These two. Ahora now place again the posture. Withdraw from the bridge, and again place it. Ahora feel the thing first. How does it feel? This distance, because we need to become aware of this separation. To play the picado thing, we need two fingers. Paco said these two are like two legs running. It cannot be one. Of course, we have even one leg longer than the other, but this is not the argument here. That's why the specific thing is about tendon knowledge of the body. Because you need to know your hand, and in guitar, in any style we play nylon string, we will have to play with two fingers a scale. There are techniques of three fingers, which Paco also use for some phrasing, etc. But that is just like an ornamentation that we talk another video, because this is too much. First, we have this. Ahora, place the hand automatically in the position. The challenge is that we take it off from the bridge and place it, and feel how the index should be on the third string. Walter, and also middle. Index middle on the third string, ring finger on the fourth, and pinky finger on the fifth. Alright, again. Then we do like this, and now place it. Alright, let's do it even easier that by going one string bass. So now we go pinky finger on the sixth string, and then ring finger on the fifth, and index middle on the fourth. This is the point of minimum stretched. Then there is a point of medium stretch, keeping these fingers here. Now if I play the third. No, not with the pinky there. Celso, now you move it. We said there are two things. One, that we started with pinky finger on the fifth string, ring finger on the fourth string, and index middle on the third. This was the initial thing, just to feel how we launch this without the distraction of the winding of the string. sound there. But anyway, now what we did is moving this to the lower posture, because now we have pinky finger, 6th string, and then fifth is the ring finger. Then we have the index and middle over the 4th string. And then this is same posture, right? You feel it. Now look how little control we have. If we close the eyes, then how much we can fit it really naturally, because this has to be getting the habit of doing it. So that, because when the picado comes, we need to separate also these two. So it's not enough that we have the fingers right. We need to have also this separation, these two together, without tension though. And to have no tension, we have to just drop the hand. This is the most advanced thing about the Paco's picado. Really speak, and nobody speaks about this. It's a topic that if it is not understood, it will block forever the possibility you have to go up musically and also technically. But you take off the hand and then put it there. Now let's play in this posture. You feel it. Try to see if you can feel it without using the eyes, with the inner eye. So, because of the feel, just take the hand off, separate it, take the hand off. So withdraw from the bridge. Then again. Okay, but now look what you did. You see, this calculation is important to have. This you can do anything. Imagine people is there watching the TV or something, and then they're not observing how they are sitting or posture habits. And this is a posture habit for picado, which will teach the brain muscle will be what that we get used to this in a way that muscle memory thing will be that we remember with the feel. How does it feel to have these two apart from these two? So that here we don't do this exercise just to get extension, stretch we don't want, because we do it only in the left hand. But in the right hand, what we want is that these two have to move without this one having to carry. Middle finger is carrying ring finger all the time. Now, let's explain what this point of the natural standard place is. This pinky finger on the 6th string, ring finger on the 5th, and index middle on the 4th, like this. Ahora there, if I rest here, look, I can observe very easily how this works. And if this is even out, or if the pinky finger is like this, out of the separated from the ring finger, no problem. Now that doesn't sound even to you. That listen to both notes. There is one louder than the other. This doesn't sound equal. That's why we have to start this in Tai Chi style. First we just do like this. Look. Which has to be with the breathing to implement what Kenny Werner said. We'll go like this. First, take the hand away from me. Now, without expectation or fear of judgment, we place the hand in the thing. First, with the visual idea. First, we see it, because we want to have exactly what we saw there in the Paco's video. Let's see. It's, people will say, well, how these people is practicing picado? Because it is a weird thing. Well, it's not exactly a bit of yoga or this thing, but this is a kind of yoga, because look, I'm not failing to place the hand, because this has to be a reflex thing, or the ring finger will lean over your only other finger to play notes. So you have two, and we have no even index middle until we become aware of these facts. That's why Paco said that this two, the actually pick out of 3 fingers is not necessary if you understand this. Ahora, then we're placing it, then now with the closed eyes, that is a bit more difficult, go to the shorter stretch, which is this. And then now we need to see that really sounds also sound same. It cannot sound different. Or we try to erase that difference. Even as lower, we go half as low there, like Tai Chi thing. Because we also are feeling what the ring finger and the pinky finger are doing. They try to now you don't have it separated, so just separate it with the other hand gently. We keep our pinky finger on the 6th and ring finger on the 5th. Now, see the difference between one and another in the sound and in the weight. So that's what we want to eliminate. Eliminating this will be such a huge thing because it will really catapult your level to the next thing. And we're following perfectly what Paco said here, because this technique will work. Every note you play, you will feel happier and happier. And the more you feel happier about this, then the more you get into playing it.
It's priceless.
It's priceless because then you notice how the simplicity of the movement happens by many factors. This is not only we playing it, but at some point the hand and the fingers are playing, and then we get that detachment from that. Then again we take the hand off, and now look. Then we do the Bulgarian people, they did the stick practice thing. And then when they say ik, you are supposed to remain. The old doctor of acupuncture in Mexico, he taught me this. So he used to say ik. Ik, and then moves off. It's very difficult. So when he saved someone in the swimming pool, a point of being asphyxiated with this ick thing, and then they wrote a book about it, and it was a whole thing, because we are not aware of the moment. Actually, you have full control of the body, everything. You could walk on fire, not sleep in 1 year, not eat even food in 1 year. You could, many things could be done if we put the intention there. Because intention comes from other energy, which is not messing up with the body. The body will follow the higher energy or the lower energy. And then the energy of tension is lower energy. Because if you cannot relax, how you will enjoy something? Just think about eating some nice plate of food or something. To enjoy it, you need to be relaxed. If you have a gun in behind the head and you have to eat the same dish, it's not so enjoyable. So, just to say an extreme thing of tension, because we are bringing this tension, it's very important that we don't overplay. We need to do reach and withdraw from it, but with the breathing, because now you're expecting it to be some way. This should be with no fear. So we just, because the hand is here, and I just also learn how to place the hand totally in this direction. Look, perpendicular to the floor, and relax the wrist. No, this way. Look, the wrist, because there is so much tension. Look how much tension is there. Exactamente es eso. Relax this thing, Walter. Tú también, para todos lados. Se mueve la ahí. Ahora, pero tratamos de no hacer esto. We try not to do this and remain just. Ahora, now drop the hand like this to the floor totally. Now you feel that you are not carrying any more weights. The hand is just there, like sleeping. Right? Now move the index middle there. And now try to move them fast in this shape. You see how immediately you remember the separation of the ring finger and the others, and these two have to become same. You can move it faster than if you implement elimination of tension there, because the tension is what is actually the only obstacle. But technique means you will have to play with tension because of wrong posturing and many other factors. Ahora, then we play just the hand drop like the same way we drop that. This gives some control now over reach and withdraw from the thing, and eliminate all tiredness of the hand as well. Because just the placing of the fingers, it gives you the feel, the physical feel, and the satisfaction that you are doing it, because this is, you want to flow along with it, because you like to flow, and the flow is interrupted by tension. Now let's place ring finger on all the postures. We have three. We haven't seen three. Three postures. So we have pinky finger over the sixth string, but now we will try to do it without watching. Put the hand away first from the fretboard. And now we go without seeing it. We will place pinky finger over the sixth string, so resting there, and then ring finger is the fifth. Okay, these two. With the hand resting here, drop that. Look, like this. Now I place these two, and I feel my index and middle over the fourth string. So I am aware of the separation then, that I need to empower these two, index, middle, and take these two guys away from them physically. Then again, let's do that with the less stretched posture, and it's this. What we want to get here is total absence of tension. Tension is going away more and more. Equal sound. Now let's go to with leaving the fingers, the ring finger and pinky finger. Let's go to the third string now, and this is the midpoint of relaxation on the stretched 3, 4. Now we we play really slow this because now what are you separating fingers there? The middle index is separating. Yes, we need to have these two together, also physically. So it doesn't matter that one finger is longer than the other. This is what Paco said. It matters if it is attached to carrying the weight of the ring finger or not. Because if it's free, it means you have control over it. And then it means you command it to be same sound than the index, and then your scale playing will be even. Otherwise, in piano, you see, with 10 fingers they play. We play with 4 fingers, actually with 2 only, and we need 2 notes, 2 fingers, sorry, for notes. One with the left hand and one with the right hand. So whether you also coordinate the left hand, but this here is the knowledge of how you feel more tension in these 2 while stretching more or less tension. Less tension. And you?
Less.
Now if we go to the maximum point of a stretch here, in relaxation, will be leaving these 2 fingers. The danger is to do this. This is because if this contracts like this is very bad. Because it will bring only tension. So the hand has to remain out, natural, just like this. This is what it has to be our natural position. And separate this. Now let's place index, so pinky finger on the 6th, and ring finger on the 5th, and then now we play 2nd string. But you have elevated the hand there, so this is supposed to be again the weight. Take off the hand from the guitar first, because this is one mistake here. It is in that intention. Whenever we put the intention there, the energy goes to that thing. And if it was a mistake, we don't stop it. We have to push the button of erase the thing before. And then, because otherwise the mind will go with the thing. You have to refresh it. Like how the virus have refreshed the world. Ahí está, mira, ahí está. Now, check it out. But this is the meaning. If you are in love with the thing, you are there, and that's why you are here. This is the cause, but it's nothing but that. It's a gift of God to be with you guys here. So I'm thankful for it.
Tocar con el sim. Hay que tocar al tiempo del sim de la iglesia.
Yeah. Porque then that means Cueva del Gato piece has the thing. And to remember that the deepness of the thing, how much you mean it, because you are in love with the instrument. So of course here, if you are in love, you can touch it all day. No, I don't know why people don't have the guitar in the hand all day. It's a friend. If you come to Paco was very difficult with this thing. Because it's love-hate factor is also there. There is love, and then there is hate, and then there is love and hate.
Yeah, you do argue with people you love, or
that's another thing.
Yeah.
But Paco said, no te quiero ver. Have one room special to keep the phone only there, to not answer it in one place, and another for the guitar. So the guitar is a friend if you will. So there is no excuse there to do it. You are just, look, I'm just touching it. You don't need to be doing anything actually. But the lesson is about how to do actually the thing by being aware of it. Ahora, in this here, the risk is that we may start to contract. Let's play, if we play 2 notes per string on 2 strings with the first posture, 1, play 3 notes, and we have in starting with index, we do. Without elevating the hand. No, now you are doing like this. Back and forth. This is not what we are doing. Wait. Look. This is this. I place the two fingers. First of all, you have to place pinky on the sixth, ring finger on the fifth. And now feel them relax here. Then now we have this feel of these two. But the place where we are is really by the side of the no, this is wrong. Placing pinky finger, sixth string, ring finger, fifth string, first point of a stretched, less stretch possible, this is this, on the fourth, keeping these two. So now, to get even these two notes, it is a challenge. Because the more we go faster here, unless this is played, there is more volume in one. Definitively one is weaker. In his case, is the middle. Have I played? That we have to erase it and keep these two together. That is better now. But the purpose will be with this exactly the same sound. You understand why? Because any scale we play with two fingers. Piano plays with 10. So we need to do something. Or we will sound every time uneven. I put even this here for comfort in between the fifth and the 16th side, the bridge actually, to keep this one out really out of the business. Look, this. Ahora, ring finger on the fifth. Ahora, for the strings, same sound. Show me. Go slower because we want to compare the tone. But that is in mid-tone. Play forte. And there we keep these two together. Keep these two together. And now the thumb over here. Ahora, now relax the hand. Walter, do it. In forte. Eso es in forte. That's perfect speed to control the singing. But we want same volume. Here we have to be powerful with the hand down and the thumb. Thumb not stretched like this. The thumb is in, clearly touching the top. Now let's keep the same thing. Pinky finger in between the fifth and sixth, ring finger on the fifth, and then now we play the third with the medium point of a stretch without letting the ring finger and pinky finger to mess up with us. First we go Tai Chi speed. Actually like this because we need to feel it with these other two. And that you are not pressing down with the fingers. Just like when we did with the left hand, the stretched, and we notice the difference when we have the hand down in a table or just resting down, as opposed to stretched while lifting the hand and letting other muscles to do more than you need to do actually. Therefore you are getting tired because of wrong work. And now we are destroying that with this note.
I'm really tired.
Entonces, now, third posture of positioning will be second string and keep these two here, but now don't put the tension. To do it, we need to undo the thing. Just undo it. From out, and then we come again closer here. So out of the thing, and again we placed it. Ahora, we place only the pinky finger inside the bridge. This is helpful because you start to feel, oh, I have a pinky finger. Right? Because we use it only, you know, to do this kind of thing. And then, of course, when Paco was asked that how you will may become this finger as strong as the other, he said, no, you turn down these guys. To put it deep, there is no way to make the pinky finger become the other. Here, this is playing only as a point of balance and should not interrupt the work, nor go to make the middle carry the weight. So now, what we do first, if we start with middle index and playing in three times every string, 2 strings, ¿vale? But you see that is not equal. Now it's sounding one string louder than another. Same. This has to be same. This is what advocates of three picado, finger three picado with 3 fingers do not understand. This is what Paco said that. Here's the string, and I can separate it. Ahora, then now, if we start with middle, we have a problem, Houston, because look, start with middle now. Pardon. So we'll leave the finger. How unequal it is each note, each string actually. Well, but play fuerte. Así. Con Paco al todo. Ahí va mucho más cerca esto ya. Ahí ya vamos a quitándole la diferencia. Mi sueño es eliminar la diferencia. And let's say this here, don't worry for the fingers, look. Mucho mejor eso, mucho mejor. Ahora ya te sientes bien con eso. Porque ya está cerca del punto. Entonces ahora, esto como de practica. Like this. Now, if we start with middle finger, we encounter difficult step, and therefore, because of that, it may impair also the thing with this. Let's try. That you cannot control that, because then it's worse than not doing anything. So separate these two together again, thumb in, hand here, these two together. Exacto, hay como control, por eso nos ayudó esto de aquí. Entonces ahora start with index 3, 4, E.
hay que hacer así siempre, entonces.
Lo que está,
Escalas mayores.
Everything that
es que hacer así.
if you implement this to the picado thing.
Creo que Oliver ya hace eso, ¿no? Ya está haciendo eso. Yo vi sus vídeos ahí que posteó, creo que ya está aplicando esa cosa.
Oliver.
Sí, él está tocando muy bien, ¿no?
Bueno.
Pero de Austria.
Sí. ¿Por qué? Because if we separate this thing, it will destroy the unevenness of the middle carrying these two here. So, ahora play. Now, if you start with 3 fingers, with 3 notes.
Yo estaba pensando en eso de Oliver. Ahora él hizo una página en Facebook y está con un montón de views. La gente está ahí, un montón de gente le pone.
Muy
Entonces
bien.
creo que si tú cambias tu forma de YouTube y pones solo tú tocando, mucha gente va a ver, creo. Él solo pone un vídeo así, no pone Ruben Diaz, clases, no sé qué, solo pone un vídeo tocando, más nada.
Un vídeo tocando sin ningún...
sin nada. Solo él en su casa tocando. Y de ahí un montón de gente ve, porque no necesita tener la entrada.
But in which channel?
Él puso en Facebook, se llama una página ahí.
Mándamelo eso luego para ver qué es. Tengo que hablar hace tiempo.
Tiene un montón de...
Es que él estudió, quiso meterse allá a Suiza, a Viena a estudiar al conservatorio y todo. Lo que pasa es que él no quería, pero el padre lo obligó y tal, entonces tuvo que hacerlo y porque él quería ser maestro de música. Y él es el que tiene que venir en coche porque no puede volar.
Y la gente le vio tocar ahí, cosas de Paco, todos les encanta, ¿no?
¿Ves? Claro.
Ver Paco tocando ya.
Claro, hombre, claro. Sí, es que esta técnica es superior. If you have this technique, then you can play anything. If you don't have this technique, then we have a problem. Because then a $100 bill has a 20 on it, right? And has 10s and 5s and 50s. Why do you want the 20? Take the 100 that has everything. And then you can really go. Entonces now, if we got, and now we stretch it to there, and observe what the ring finger and pinky finger do. So we go. Cuarta, tercera, segunda. But we place it here now. Pinky finger on the 6th string and ring finger ring finger on the 5th. Ahí. Now see how this separation here is causing another trouble because actually why this to separate? Because these 3 are other tendon than this. This is exactly what we are saying. That we want the tendon. You cannot have now a killer intervention, I don't know, calling to rule and said, you know what, man, the guy that put the arm back, I need to cut some tendons that are inside of reconstructive surgery. I don't know what you will have to do, but here, this is what you need to get used to, separating this. If you want to skyrocket your picado technique, getting the strength of this together and separated from the middle, having to carry these other 2 guys. So we get these 2 and this. Ahora, in the maximum point of stretch, notice how the hand is doing weird things, and notice your point of balance, these 2 here. To do that, you have to go at the type C speed. Don't let's separate these 2 fingers. That is not the posture we said. He plays forte all. keep it closer to the bridge. You see where Paco played the picado there in the bridge, relationship to the bridge? Where is it? So at some point, let's start with middle finger, with index finger first. First we start with index. 3, 4, E. Paso fácil, difficult step, easy step. But I have to feel it with the relaxation we talk about, separating these two, and trying to come also to conquer the gap between the 3 different points of extension of the hand. Wow, notice how relaxed is the hand now. Now the hand is totally relaxed. Wow. I see your other players now. Totally